let's see who we're going to be playing this week. Uh-oh, Chicago. All right, so this was the last game that I thought that would be difficult. So it's kind of nice to get it out of the way. So we'll see what happens here today. Okay. So the Bears had a phenomenal defense in the mid-'80s. They won the Super Bowl in 1986 over the New England Patriots. It was something ridiculous, like 46-10. They had Walter Payton on that team, who was a phenomenal running back. They just had guys that could play all over the field. And as you can see here, I'm not doing so well. 3rd and 11. Here we go. Alrighty. So get the first down. That's key. Just keep moving the ball. Man, these guys are quick. This defense is just as good as the Giants from a few weeks ago. That's it. Just run directly out of bounds. What a ding dong. Okay, here we go. So to beat this team, it's probably going to take about, I don't know, 24 points or so. We'll see how the defense goes. Yikes. Kick them right in the face mask. So on offense, they had Jim McMahon, who was a decent quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He played for a number of years. But Walter Payton's the guy you got to look out for. So I'm going to protect run 2 because I'm going to be the safety at the top of the screen. Okay. So busy watching my guy, I wasn't watching the quarterback. Oh, I thought I got that. I went too far. There it is. So the year they won the Super Bowl, they lost 1 game, and I'm pretty sure it was to the Dolphins. And I don't remember how close that game was. Yeah. All right, time to throw a pass. 3rd and 15. Get there. Oh, shoot. We're going to cancel that. We're going to throw another pass. Yeah. I did that because trying to punt, it almost assuredly would have gone into the end zone, and it was really only for, 20 yards worth of field there. I thought it was worth the risk. We'll see what happens. I was totally not watching the right play. So Walter Payton was the running back, and he was, when he retired, top 2 or 3 in terms of rushing yards. Just an absolutely phenomenal running back. His nickname was Sweetness, and unfortunately, he died in the mid to late 90s of, I believe it was pancreatic cancer. And when they played in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, he didn't even get to score. He didn't even get to score a touchdown. Yeah. But was it Walter Perry was their Walter Refrigerator Perry was their gigantic defensive lineman. He ended up scoring a touchdown. So, unfortunately, his one trip into the Super Bowl and he didn't even get the score. Nice kick. Like you got horse collared there. I was gonna say I'm not having much luck running, but there goes Bose. Just I thought I was gonna break away. Springing a big one on him there. Ooh. All right, one more time. Here we go. Okay, so about halfway to what I think I'm gonna need to win the game. So we'll see what happens. Oink. Okay. Just can't forget about the delay, and we're good. Alright, let's see what happens. They were able to put together a few really good plays, but I also had them start that last series pretty much on my side of the field, so let's see if they can do it from deep within their own territory. So after the Bears won the Super Bowl, they came out with something called the Super Bowl Shuffle, and there's something weird about the dance. It hit like #1 on MTV or something like that. It was a really stupid song. They all got out there and they had their own dancing and all that. It was awful. Oh, sucks to suck. All right, what do I got? 39 seconds? We can do this. That was a weird sound. Okay, 31 seconds. Man, these guys are just flying all over the field. There we go. Alright, that was a big touchdown. I don't think they have enough time in the half to score. Watch them run one back. That would irritate me. When I was a kid, anytime I played Chicago, they would give me such headaches, and I would get so unbelievably frustrated. I'm not saying I cried, but I probably cried. I'd throw the controller. Oh my gosh, they would so hard to beat. I almost ran right past them. No, you didn't. Alright, got time for one play. Sacked. Nobody wants the halftime show. Alright, so it was a pretty good first half. Let's see if we can keep it up for the second half. Okay. Good start. Good start. So as I was saying a few weeks ago, the statistics that you see up at the top of the screen there. Next time they're about to hand it off to Walter Payton, keep an eye out for his statistic, because it said that he had over 1,800 yards rushing, which he very well may have done in the 80s. But that's a fantastic number for any period in football. They usually consider a good running back somebody who can rush for 1,000 yards. And if he had 1,800, my goodness. I wish I would have been able to see him play, but unfortunately his career ended as I was just starting to get into football. So, I'm trying to remember the name of the coach of the Bears at this time. I can picture him, I just can't think of his flipping name. Boy, I'm glad that other guy was there. He wanted to say Dick Butkus, but he was the he was a linebacker in the 50s, maybe 60s, something like that. The heck was that guy's name? Anyway, really, really good coach. In the 90s, he came back to coach after he had been away from football for a number of years, and he went to coach the Saints, and it did not work out so well for him. In one of his drafts, he gave up every draft pick to get Ricky Williams, who ended up flaming out and got busted for drugs and had all kinds of off-the-field issues. There we go. Man, I can't believe I can't think of the guy's name. He does the Sunday morning talk show for ABC or NBC or one of those. Oh, totally forgot about the delay. Still got a good kickoff there, though. But these guys are done, kid. They're done. Yeah, 1,852 rushing yards. Did that say he only had 4 touchdowns? There's no way. 14, okay. Mike Ditka, that's the guy's name. Dave Butkus, Mike Ditka, that was close. What's funny is the thing that jogged my memory about it was they used to do that skit on SNL where they had all the Chicago fans sitting around a table. They did this bit where they were like, who would win, a Hurricane or Ditka? And of course, they all picked Ditka. And they do other things like, who would win in a fight, Mike Tyson or Mike Ditka? The Bears. It's funny, for having such a really dominant defense in the 80s, they only won 1 Super Bowl. I'll have to look up afterwards and see how good they really were. Like, how often did they go to the NFC Championship game and how many division titles did they win? The trouble with Chicago in the 80s is they had to deal with the New York Giants, who won 2 Super Bowls. They had to deal with Washington, who won, I believe, 2 Super Bowls in the 80s. They had to deal with Joe Montana and the 49ers in the 80s. So, like, they had just an unbelievable challenge trying to defeat these teams that were just led by outstanding players. Oh, he almost ran right by me. It's kind of like the argument that they would give Peyton Manning, in the from 2000 to, when did he retire? 2017. He had to go against Tom Brady and Drew Brees, and oh no! So he just played at an unfortunate time where the competition was just outstanding. Put him in any other era, and he's probably going to succeed more than he already did. So the Bears, they remind me a lot of the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000. They just demolished the Giants. And they were a very good team for a number of years, but it took them another 13 seasons to win a Super Bowl. They were also in that same thing with Peyton Manning, where they had to go against Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger and all these other guys that are just unbelievable athletes. But the Bears are not looking good today. This would have been the year after their Super Bowl. Still had a pretty good team. I'm just making them look like Swiss cheese today. It's funny, they did a really good job blocking the running early. But I've been running non-stop on them and haven't had a real issue. Only a couple seconds left in the game, and it looks like I didn't struggle in the slightest. I think the first quarter was rough. But outside of that, this has been a breeze. It's funny, this is actually the second time I had to play this game. A few weeks ago, when I was going to go play, it didn't record the audio for some reason, and I ended up beating them. I think it was like 49-0. Oh no, I think I gave up a touchdown on the very last play of the game. Oh hey, that's new. Cool. Well, this was definitely not difficult, and I don't think there's any tricky games left on the schedule, so it might be a little bit boring going here on out. And maybe, like I said, I'll do one where I don't use Bo Jackson at all, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll do a breakdown, and then we'll see who we're playing next week.
This game didn't turn out nearly as close as I expected it to. Chicago is one of the better teams in Tecmo Bowl, and they were actually one of the better teams in the NFL during the 1980s. From 1984 to 1989, they actually went to the NFC Championship game 3 out of those 5 years. In 3 of those 4 losses, they actually lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions. Now, the 87 season was a little bit weird because we had the strike, but Mike Ditka, the head coach, ended up siding with the league as opposed to siding with his players. When the replacement players came in, he actually called them his players, the real players. And that created a rift between him and his team that they just never really recovered from. Actually, in one game towards the end of the year, they were getting blown out by the 49ers, and at the end of the game, Mike Ditka took his chewing gum out, threw it at a fan, which prompted an assault charge levied against the head coach. Well, there's nothing left for me to say except I hope you enjoyed the stream today. If you did, hit like and subscribe. If you didn't, you know what to do. We'll see you next time when I play whoever's next on the docket as I work my way through Tecmo Bowl.